How's it going, YouTube? Don here. In this video, we're going to talk about the truth about personal projects. So the reason why I'm making this video is I actually got a comment from a subscriber of mine, and basically what they were explaining is they were explaining kind of the struggles that they're going through. They're learning how to code, and they've been applying to jobs for about a month now, and they're not getting any bites. And I went through this myself, and I just wanted to share some of the insights that you know. That has helped me along the journey, and hopefully this can be of some value to you. So, I'm sure you guys know by now the conventional wisdom that most content creators, especially in this field, will be telling you. If you're a junior developer, personal projects are really, really important so that it really shows what you can do. So that's good advice, but it's incomplete advice. And if you haven't watched my previous videos, I do highly recommend that you do so on personal projects. But even if you make these personal projects, it's still not going to be the difference between you getting a ton of interviews and you not getting and you struggling like you are right now, right? There's a missing component that a lot of people are missing, and I'm going to talk about that in this particular video today. So let's cut right to the chase here and talk about what this missing piece is. And the missing piece is networking and separating yourself from the rest of the competition. And you can do that by establishing yourself as an expert, quote unquote, in your industry. Now, what do I mean by expert? You're obviously not going to know it all, right? We all know that. You're a junior developer. You basically know nothing, right? But your main objective is to show that you know more than the other candidates out there, because when you're a junior dev, what based on the interviews that I've taken, what a lot of interviewers are trying to sniff out, especially when it comes to the personal project side, is whether you built it yourself and if you can explain technical concepts in detail, right? So that's basically why they ask you all these technical questions. The technical interview is they want to see if you actually, one, know what you're doing, and two, can communicate that to other people, and not necessarily to and one of them is to developers, but other ones to other departments. Because here's the main thing: if you want to be successful as a junior dev, you have to obviously know your stuff, right? That's what personal projects is for. But you also have to, show that you can work with other people and you can explain complicated concepts to another person, whether that's a technical person like a senior software engineer, or if it's a non-technical person like, I don't know, a sales guy or a marketing guy or a UX designer, stuff like that, right? So how do you show that you know what you're doing, and how do you show that you're pleasant to work with and stuff like that? Because those are ultimately what they're looking for. Are you pleasant to work with, and are you reasonably competent, and you didn't come out of a Udemy, you just didn't take a Udemy course and then walk in the interview and then, try to waltz your way into a job? Because a lot of people will promise you that, it's going to be easy. It's going to take you 6 months. You're going to have to watch a couple courses, and then you're going to walk into a 6-figure job. Now, from a marketing perspective, that's a pretty sexy offer, right? But it's not the reality of it, right? So I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but what you need to do is you need to show that you're an expert in your field. So how do you do that? Well, the one thing that you're going to do is you're going to build a brand. I've talked about this time and time again, but I'm going to reiterate here because it really has worked for me. I've actually generated interviews with my YouTube channel, and they talked about how they really, really love my content, they really love my channel, and that's the reason why they're talking to me. So it's proof that it works, but it just takes some time to build up. And that's another thing, is this is going to take a long time to actually build up these skills. These are high income skills that you're going to build up, and any high income skill is going to take some time to piece together, because we all come from different backgrounds, and we all have different things that we need to work on, and different struggles, right? It's kind of like putting a puzzle piece together or building a bridge. My mentor once told me, it's like when he put it in the context of business, because he was a business guy, but Basically, you have all these components, right, that you have to put together. And then I find that a lot of people are working on the technical side of things. Now, while that is important, a lot of people neglect the soft side of things. So it's the soft skills, the marketing, the getting connected with people in your industry and really building a brand, really making a name for yourself inside of your industry, right? That's exactly what I'm doing here with my YouTube channel, is trying to make a name for myself and show that I'm I would describe it as an authority figure, I guess you could say. But, I'm trying to describe that I know what I'm talking about. And, that's reflected through, my subscriber count, the amount of people that I get. And then it's just the amount of effort that it takes to put into things like this that really helps you move you forward, right? So now I explained a little bit about the benefits of building a brand and how that's worked for me. I encourage you guys to go build a brand for yourself. I like YouTube because I find that it's a great platform. But honestly, as long as you're showing that you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about, then that's really the missing piece that a lot of people are, doing. And that's also going to help you guys to stand out. Is, a lot of people they don't have a face to the name, right? You send off like a little paper with, your work experience and stuff like that. There's not much like human connection that's there when you just hand in a resume. So you need to have that human component of it, and you really need to, fulfill that desire that a lot of people are doing. Because honestly, especially in junior development, it's very, very saturated, right? Everybody wants to be a coder. Everyone wants to work remote. And then a lot of people are going to quit. A lot of people are going to drop off. So you got to find a way to separate yourself from the rest of the competition. It's not a matter of doing more personal projects. As long as you have original personal projects, you're good, right? As long as you can explain them in detail and show that you didn't just copy from a Udemy course, then you're good. And if you watch my previous videos, then you pretty much have a good guideline on to what to approach with personal projects. But I just find that a lot of people are missing the advertising, the marketing part of it. And that's kind of a big thing that I've been focusing on lately, because I have the projects. Now I just need to focus on the brand building, right? So if you watch to the end of this video, I encourage you now to start making your first post. Start building out your YouTube channel. Start posting Medium articles. Start explaining different concepts. Like, let's say you're a web developer, right? Then what you want to do is you want to, make content on building your first website, or common interview questions like, what are promises in JavaScript? Or if you're a mobile dev like me, you could say something, you could explain a video like, what is a retain cycle? Or what is automatic reference counting? What's the relevance of that? You could talk about, memory management. You could talk about, what else could you talk about? What's the difference between a class and a struct? All those different types of things, right? So you talk about these, you start to make content, and you really start to separate yourself and see that you have this little asset here that you can not only, use to get a job, you can use it to get freelance clients. The possibilities are endless. And that's really the one thing that I've noticed that's missing from, a lot of these wannabe developers, is they're just missing that, non-technical aspect, and that really helps them to get more interviews. So if you found this video helpful, if you found that it provided you value, let me know in the comments section below. Tell me what you thought about it. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It really helps support the channel and lets me know that you find this content valuable, and it encourages me to make more content just like this. So again, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.